Hi folks, and welcome to a brand new season, and welcome to nearly 2021. So yeah, the season for next year starts a little bit early in iRacing. They're a little bit out of sync with the weeks where the year ends, but we'd gloss over that. This is the brand new season 1 for 2021, and we're starting off with a Skippy track guide, because this was actually the very first track guide I ever did. So we're back at Oulton Park, as you can conveniently see on that banner just above my head. That was a stroke of luck there. It shows you the website for the track. Anyway, I am waffling. Let's show you the info first. 69 Fahrenheit, so quite a cool track. Did heat up towards the end of the session. This was a test session that I set up with a few of my friends just to get our eye in a little bit before the new season starts. And the fastest lap we did is behind my head, so we'll get rid of that for us. And you can see there our fastest lap is a 50.3 or 150.3, which I had an off track, so we can't use that one. So we're actually using lap 35, which was annoyingly half a second slower, but I did a few nipped into the 50s, so I think that's a more representative time of what I can actually do. Otherwise, guys, the setup will be in the description, and don't forget, if you like this video and it helps you out, don't forget to comment, and basically I love hearing what you guys tell me about these track guides. So yeah, without any more waffling, let's crack on. Right, welcome back to Oulton Park. It's good to be back here in the Skippy. It's quite a good Skippy track, to be honest. A lot of fast sweeping corners with a lot of harsh off tracks, which is really unfair. And turn one being one of them. We're looking for the barriers on the the banners on the left-hand side. Just as the second one to last ends, / the one at the end starts, we'll brake in down to first. Get off the brake, get back on the power, keep that rear end in check on the Skippy. Accelerating up into fourth even before the apex. Nick a tiny little bit of dirt. Other people have been using it, so why not us? But do not run wide here. There is an off track if you take any more than the red and white curb in. Really harsh, because there is actually some concrete stuff in the grass to enable you to run wide. But yeah, iRacing is not letting us. So turn 2 is actually this little kink. Apparently it's not even a corner, it's full throttle. It's just where the track changes directions and go downhill. Don't want to hit this curb on the inside. It's a bit high and unsettles the car, but we want a straight line right to this section. You can see the track dips down, and just as it dips down, that's when we start braking for turn 3. Down into third gear, and we're quite a wide entry because we want a late apex round here. Use all of the curbing on the inside. It's quite flat, not too bad, but get on full throttle as soon as possible. I change up into fourth quite early, a little bit too early I think, but I think it gives us a better exit with less wheel spin. Again, another harsh off track here on the right hand side. Don't use any more than that red and white curbing, because you will get a 1x. Speed up a little bit here because it's a straight, does what it does. Careful people overtaking on your left or right. As we come over the crest there, we are looking for this service road. As it starts, we are keeping it in 5th. Cold tyres, I recommend 4th. Lift off the throttle, gently damper brakes. I don't know if you see the number change there, but we're aiming for the back of the curb here, / that bit of grass. As soon as we're there, get back on the power. Really tricky corner to get right. Some people change that into 4th, then back into 5th. That's absolutely fine. Maximum speed through here. Halfway between the tyres ending and that kind of fancy bit there on the left, that's when we start braking for the hairpin of turn 5. Second gear, I'd say cold tyres, maybe even first. But again, you really want a late apex and get on that power as soon as you can. We've got a lovely bit of a straight coming up, so the better exit we can get here is really going to benefit us. Don't run too far wide because the curb does kind of crest onto the grass, so if you get over there it is kind of awkward to get back. Keep it on the left hand side for the straightest possible, because the little kink of turn 6 is not really a corner, but we want to minimize scrub and steering angle as much as we can. Really awkward chicane this, left, right, and then another left on exit, and we are spotting just as it comes up here the cement dust / white marking on the road just there. Brake down into 2nd gear and kind of want to straight line it the best we can to get our turning point for turn 8 here. I keep it in second and I try and cut it as much as I can, but I can cut it a little bit more. Don't run wide here on the left hand side. It is another off track and a slowdown, so really harsh there. I got away with it on this time because I think I touched the dirt nearer the curb, which is kind of what we want. If you touch the dirt further away from the curb, you'll get the off track and the slowdown, which is really painful down this straight. Bring the car over to the left hand side and we are spotting the braking zone, which is probably about 70 or 50 meters, 70 or 60 meters. So we're using the braking board 50 meters as a guide. Down into first gear and cut this. I mean, look how close I get to that. That is insane. Bit of netcode there, I would have hit it, but yeah, no such contact there. I mean, there is a fag paper through there. If the tyres were any wider, we would have hit it. You want to keep it to the left hand side as much as you can, because this little horrible kink of turn 12 is a lift, and then keep it on throttle. There is a little pothole. You can see the car hit it just there. If we can hit that every single lap, we should be golden. Really awkward exit here. You can run a little bit wide, but no more than that, and you're pushing it because it is another off track. Right up the kind of back straight, which isn't straight because it's got a few little kinks in it, but we just want to minimize angle again, and it is uphill, so I keep it in fourth gear, but if you're following someone you will get up to fifth. As the dust ends again, we are tapping on the brakes and down to third gear for the 2 corners of 15, even with 1 corner. We missed the first apex, don't bother about it at all. I normally concentrate on the second one to maximize the straight line speed. So full power, clip the apex on the inside nicely, not too much, it's pretty high curb, and then this crest is a real pain in the rear. You want the car pointing straight as you come over the crest, because otherwise you will run wide, which is not good because there is grass there waiting to give you a cheeky little tickle. Coming down the straight again, we are hunting for the sign that tells us to turn right, and then 1 count afterwards, and then we're standing on the brakes. All the way down to second gear. This is a really deceptive corner. Really slow the car down. You want a late apex, and in fact I miss it, so I'm going to pause it again now. You should be there. That's what you should be aiming to hit your front right tyre on. It's not an off track, but it will enable you to get a good exit. You can see on the telemetry there, I do have to lift off the throttle to avoid me running wide, which is a bit of a pain. Straight run to the start finish line now, and yeah, that is the lap over. As I say, really few tricky corners here with a lot of horrible off tracks. But yeah, just take it easy, and we should be finishing well. I think a lot of people will be sliding off, getting a few off tracks. Safety ratings are bound to take a hit around here just with off tracks. But we cross the line now, and you can see when I pause the video a 150.8. Otherwise, guys, the full speed, Cockpit Cam and Chase Cam are to follow. If you found this useful, let me know. It's going to be a good season to start off in this race. Looks like a lot of good few tracks on this season of Skip Barber, so I'm sure to make some other track guides going forward. And don't forget my Ferrari track guides when we've already done a Skippy track guide. The playlist will be in the description. Otherwise, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'm waffling. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.